Good morning, students. Today I am here to explain the seventh poem of our course book, Just Me. The present poem, it is written by Tom Cross. He is a vocalist and wrote about the issues that interested him. Just Me, it is a poem cum song. Just Me, it can be put in both the categories, in poetry as well as a song. The present poem has a theme that we have to avoid egotism. The theme of this song, that excellence in life and not to possess ego because of it. A nice theme is there, excellence in life but not to possess ego because of it. If we are good at, if we are excellent at anything, if we are excellent in any particular field, but we should not possess ego because of it. The poem is about the development of being a player or a person. The present poem tells us that a player or a person, the message of the poem is that a person or a player, if he or she has ego, then he or she cannot excel in his or her field. A person or a player, if he has ego, if he possesses ego, then he or she cannot excel in his or her field. Let's understand the first stanza of the poem. From the time I was little, I knew I was great. Cause the people would tell me, you will make it, just wait. But they never did tell me how great I would be if I ever played someone who was greater than me. In the first stanza, the poet has said that he knew he was the greatest, he was the best from his childhood. From his childhood, the poet knew that he was great, he was the best. Even the people used to tell him that he would do well in future. Even the people motivated him, saying that he would make it, he would do well in future. But the people did not tell the poet that how great he would be, because the poet hadn't faced anyone in his life. The poet, he never played someone who was greater than him. The poet hadn't played with anyone who was greater than him. So it was difficult to judge that the poet was the best. The poet was good at playing basketball, but till now he hadn't played with anyone who was greater than him. So it was difficult to judge that how great or how best the poet is at the play. Second stanza of the poem. When I am in the backyard, I am king with the ball. To squeeze all those baskets is no sweat at all. But all of a sudden there is a man in my face who doesn't seem to realize that I am king of this place. In this stanza, the poet has said that he was the king. He was the king when he used to play in his backyard. When he was practicing alone in his backyard, that time he was the king with the ball. So without problem, without difficulty, without hard efforts, he could easily squeeze the baskets. When he was practicing with the basketball in his backyard, he was the king with the ball. Without sweat, no sweat, it means without any difficulty, without any problem, it means easily he could squeeze the baskets. But once all of a sudden there is a man in my face, but there was a man in his face and he doesn't realize that he was the king of that place. The conscience informed the poet that he was not the king of that place. Now let's see what happens. Now let's understand the third stanza. So the pressure gets to me, I rush with the ball, my passes to teammates could go through the wall. My jumpers not falling, my dribbles not sure, my head is not steady, my eye is not pure. Now there is a game of basketball and the poet is also one of the players. Due to extreme pressure to be the best, the performance of the poet is not good, not well. The pressure gets to me, I rush with the ball. So with the pressure, the poet rushes with the ball, but the jumpers, they are not falling. Even the dribbles, movements of the ball, that is also not sure. When the poet passes the ball to his teammates, the ball hits on the wall, over the wall. So the passes, they were also not proper. My hand is not steady, my eye is not pure. The poet has said that his hand is not steady. It means his hand is continuously shivering, trembling, and his eye, that is also not pure. He is not able to see properly as there is extreme pressure on him to do his best. His performance is not well as he is pressurized. When he rushes with the ball, he is not able to pass the ball to his teammates properly. Even he is not able to dribble the ball properly. His hand is not steady. So this suggests that the performance of the poet in the game is not well. In the beginning of the poem, we have said that the poet considers himself as the best, as the great. Even in the backyard, he is able to squeeze the basket without problem, without difficulty. But in game, the performance of the poet is not well. Now let's understand the fourth stanza. The fault is my teammates, they don't understand. The fault is my coaches, what a terrible plan. The fault is the call by the blind referee. But the fault is not mine, I am the greatest, you see. In the previous stanza we have studied that there was a game, there was a basketball game, and in that there was not good performance of the poet. The poet has not performed well in the game. Maybe they have lost the game, but after that game, the poet blames others for the bad performance. He blames the teammates, he blames the coaches, he blames even the referee. But he considers that there was no fault of his, as he was the greatest. So in the present stanza, the poet, he blames the coaches, he blames the teammates, he blames the referee, but he doesn't blame himself as he is the greatest at the play.